Buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to run it. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Rice. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Pittsburgh's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And some room to work. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving away from pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Right on the money. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think sometimes when those quarterbacks are in the pocket and you got the rush closing in on them, they try to throw the football over top of somebody, and it just floats out of bounds. It looks like that's what happened on that play.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rip. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Panthers in the hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Meyer. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw time running short in the half. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They want to throw it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
To the air on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Those last 2 runs have been disastrous. Would they dare go to a draw on 3rd and 16? Almost had the completion, just missed it. Pitt will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Trying to surge it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Hand off to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Give to the single back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Snagged out of the air and tackled there by the defense.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
I just don't know how you go wrong with bringing more speed on the field in third down situations. You go dime, you bring 6 defensive backs on the field. Now, not only do you have better guys to cover, but when that QB goes into scramble mode, I got a bunch of fast little guys that can catch him, get on the ground, set up the 4th down and short.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
The short hands, it's Moses. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Hit right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Moses. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.